For tenure, it's an achievement. One is longevity. It's time spent with our district. It's success, which is what we really, being successful takes care of our students. So these teachers have all achieved what is necessary to grant them tenure. We're proud to do this. We're proud that they're going to be a part of our district. And also because we've granted you tenure, you don't get to leave, right? So that means that we're stuck together. We're like family at this point. So the way this will work, we're going to call your name. You're going to come up, and I know how much you all love to be in front of people. You're going to come up. Smile. Our board wants to shake your hand because it's board action that approves this, but we're excited to do this. So when you hear your name, you'll make your way on up here. First up, we've got Miss Libby Kingry. Next up, we have Miss Amanda Tompkins. Next, we have Miss Erica Chick. Next, we have Miss Jamie Roddy. Congratulations, Miss Roddy. Congratulations. All right, next recipient, Miss Amanda Walden. Next, we have Miss Keisha Binion. Congratulations. Great crowd.
It's impressive right there.
All right, let's see if we can continue that with Miss Hannah McGee. Nothing like an entourage. All right, next we have Miss Crystal Brackett. Next we have Miss Shelby Allen. Next, Miss Jessica Lipshe. On that, we've got Miss Stacy Pruitt. You're good. Congratulations. Very excited. Congratulations. Next, we have Miss Shauna Borba Rivers. All right, we've got Mr. Clint McCullough next. Congratulations, Coach. Thank you. I know you did. Congratulations. Next, we have Miss Stacy Fugate. Next up, Miss Lacey Vowell. All right, this next one, I think she's gotten it twice. Where is she? Regina Wright. So Regina has worked for the district in a couple different capacities, so I'll make sure to hand deliver this one. We're excited for her. Next up, we got Miss Amanda Owen Woods. Next, we got Miss Savannah Howard. All right, last but not least, for the district, but Lan's here sometimes for the most part, but Lindsay Baker. Before they exit, I know they've got family here that we want to take pictures, but let's give them a big hand. Very nice.
Discussion regarding the public information officer and communications role. I know that was something that Mr. Thacker and I saw the value of it in at the TSBA conference and how many school systems have that. I think the biggest thing this position would hold is to tell our story. There's a lot of people telling stories out there, and I'd like to be able us to tell ours and tell everybody how good we're doing. I think we're at the point of gathering information, and Ms. Trammell, I'm pretty sure I'm right, we've already gathered some job descriptions, and I gathered another one of the speaker from TSBA, so I've got that one for us as well. So I don't think we're at the point to add it, but I think we're at the point to discuss adding that,
Sure.
what that looks like for LSSD.
Yeah, I agree, and we've discussed this. This has been an ongoing discussion for the last several years as our community continues to grow. To your point, we want to make sure we tell our story and that we tell it well, and we utilize all the resources. So internally, we've discussed what are the platforms that we can take advantage of, be it Instagram, Facebook, and those are platforms that we're ready to move forward for. The communications role, or that public information officer, I think that's ongoing discussions on, is it full-time, is it part-time? How do we best utilize that resource? And then of course, budgetary, we wouldn't have that included in this year's budget, but if we deemed it a need, then we would allocate that. But yeah, lots of nuts and bolts to figure out, but I have job descriptions for the board. When you leave from, I've got a Wilson County, Franklin Special, I have a Clarksville. It's more in depth than I think we maybe want to dabble into, but I have those, and then of course, Ms. Hathor Gallagher has her other from Arlington. Is that correct? Yeah.
And so I think we're ready to just begin that discussion. I don't think we have anything to actually vote on or proceed with, but I think then we can get all our ducks in a row, and then hopefully get that.
Good way to put it. Yes, ma'am.
And get that on a vote coming up in the next coming meetings. Item F, planning and for growth and the construction discussion. Like I said, I had asked to add that only because as a new board member, and I'm sure Mr. Hutto hears that as well, what are we doing about growth? What's next? And we did just have, last year, we had a team come in and do a lengthy report, and it only proved and put everything on pen and paper of what we see when we're driving down West Main or Hartman Drive, or what the growth is, or even if you're dropping your kids off at school, what you see the growth around us. So the next is, what do we do about that? How do we move forward? And there's a lot of options. I know that we have a meeting with a construction company, and I don't know his official titles.
Yeah, Thompson Steed Construction, they have been our contractor for previous builds. I think it behooves the board at this point, and Ms. Sadler Gallagher, agreed to this to historically see where the district has been, but also to know what infrastructure is in place, considering the various options. What I've given the board tonight, these are the heat maps from our growth study, and really wanted you to hone in on where the growth is. And as you can see from the first graph, it's pretty much everywhere. You have isolated pockets, and what we've discussed is we have a preponderance of students in all of our buildings, but especially it is concentrated at Sam Houston. We've got Walter J, but you can see even south of town, you have areas that have been picked up into Jones Brummett. So what we think at this point is we need to have the options on the table. Of course, there's zoning, and we've discussed zoning several times, but it's figuring out which individuals, which groups that need to shift around in the wheel. We also have construction. Construction incurs a cost. Then the district being a special school district, we have to absorb that cost. So discussing those. Then you additionally have an addition that could take place at Jones Brummett. So we want to make sure all of the options are on the table, and we think this is prudent at this time to have it on the agenda to start these conversations, and then we'll follow up. As Ms. Sadler-Gallagher mentioned, we'll meet with Thompson Steve Construction on Friday just to hear an overview of what our available options are. Included in that will be Upland Design, our current architects.
So we will move forward. I think we've all heard and know that it's growing, so I think that we're moving in the right direction on that one. Next, we'll move down to reports and information, and we start back with you, Mr. Hutto, with the director's report.
Thank you. For director's report, I want to update the board our HVAC project. We have two of those currently taking place. One is repair and maintenance. It's around 40 units. That is currently going to be starting soon. We also had our large project we talked about at Walter J. Baird. We had a unit. It involved what we believe to be lightning. That price tag is going to be $314,000. We had initially said $340,000. We had an alternate unit that's as efficient. The beauty to that option is that they can start in January. It does not appear at this time that insurance deems it a lightning issue, so we're still continuing that path. Even if they had, it's an 18-year-old unit, a cost associated would have been nominal at best. So that is set up, should start in January, and we'll have those classrooms online. Next, we have our online pay option. This was brought up last board meeting during comment time. Really appreciate that, family. One of the things we talked about, we want to make things efficient and convenient. We'd also like to reduce the amount of cash that's in the building. So diligently have been working. We have this figured out on our side. We're going to use an Edlio platform, and it'll be a donate tab on each school's website. What we're working through is the accounting side. So on the back side of it, where does that live after they've landed on it? So front side through Edlio, we should be in good shape. It's just figuring out how it gets distributed from there. Did you have a question?
Just a follow-up, I'm actually meeting with the parent that came to the last board meeting on Friday, just to follow up with what their concerns were as parents of the elementary school, just to make sure that we're going the right way. But I wanted to, it behooves us to move to some more cashless options because they're doing it anyway, so how can we do that?
It's a great suggestion. Third on my list, third of four. To the board, I want to express gratitude on the behalf of the staff. So it's particular, our teachers. Included in this year's budget was a retention and longevity bonus, which we've had longevity. We've actually increased that to include that retention side. So if you've been with the district for 11 or more years, you got $1,000. That paid out Friday. If you've been with the district for 21 or more years, you got $1,500. So kudos to the board for approving that and working that into the budget. HR, Kim's over here, and they pull their hair out each year with budget to make all the dollars and cents work, but we felt it was important and very timely that they get this now. So that went through Friday. I heard lots of cheers. They were very excited about that. My last item, really excited about this. Ms. Sampson's going to mention it soon in her teaching and learning update, but I want to go ahead. So the district received several accolades. We have reward schools. We have Castle Heights Elementary as a reward school, Byers Dowdy Elementary, and Coles Ferry as a reward schools. On top of that, the district, Lebanon Special School District, there were only 10 that received this distinction. We are an exemplary school district. So kudos. I'll let Ms. Sampson dig into that, but I can tell you there were lots of hoops, hollers. If we could do cartwheels, we would have done cartwheels. We were very excited about all of those. And even with data points, if a data piece is not where we want it, it tells us a story so we know where to go. But we want to celebrate these for sure. So those are all of my director's report items.